క్లారిటీ ఉందా? ఒకసారి చెప్పు. హలో, వినిపిస్తుంది కదా? ఆడిబుల్. చల్. So, good evening students. Welcome to Amigos IAS. Today we are going to discuss about UPSC today regarding the UPSC orientation session today. So majority of the people are having so many doubts should I go for coaching or not, where to take. Some majority of the people is having Delhi phobia and toppers phobia is there. So we'll discuss one by one and we'll discuss. Huh? Okay. Audible, huh? Okay. Chalo. So today we are going to discuss regarding the whole syllabus of UPSC, what is prelims and what is there in prelims and the approach and why people are not able to clear the prelims and majority of the failing in CSAT also, and prelims itself is acting as a hurdle to many people. So for that we'll discuss a few tips also, and regarding mains and the syllabus as well as how to approach the answer, all those things one by one we'll discuss now. Okay. So first of all, majority of you should question yourself before entering into the UPSC preparation. Why civil services? Why civil services? It should not be majority of the thinking my father has said and my father is an IAS officer or something, I am going for civil services. This should not be the case actually. And I have seen some of the toppers videos, so I too want to become an IAS officer or some bureaucrat, like one of out of this UPSC services I should become. This should not be also the case. And another person is he might have heard about some role model, so he too want to become the bureaucrat or some civil servant. So these should not be your motivation factors at any time, because that won't stay continuously. If you want to become an IAS officer or something, these should not be the cases. Okay, what should be why you want to become a civil servant? You should have that clarity before entering into the preparation. Okay, first of all, another thing is you should have thorough understanding about what is civil services, what kind of services they are, what are all India services, what are these central services, all those you should have the clarity. For example, IAS, majority of you people heard about IFS, then IPS. So these are all India services across the nation, they can work. So why civil servant? Civil servant, what kind of qualities a civil servant should have? He should have the ability to do or to face any challenge and the burning desire to work selflessly to the, and he'll become the part of nation building process. So many things are there. So across what he will do, majority of the civil servants, the previous question also they had asked what they are doing, implementing the policies, implementing the policies. So these are the majority of the things you will be like seeing the lives of the civil servants across there. The majority of the like they are working in majority many of the diverse career opportunities they will be having in that case. Okay, and another thing is like they have the exposure also. For example, exposure. For example, if you take IFS, they'll have the global exposure, you can say. It is a, they'll have the global exposure. So first of all, before going to the nitty-gritties of any services, as whatever it may be, the exam process itself, we should why I should go to the civil services? Why should I start the preparation? All those things. Before that, everyone should have this burning desire to work for our nation. So that means you will be the part of our country's welfare, like people's welfare and all. So if you have the like burning desire to help others, so I think in ethics we study majority of like selflessness, integrity, honesty, these kind of things if you have, so definitely you are end. That means your success, becoming a civil servant. Till that time, you should have you should sustain that motive. Why I have started the preparation, all those things and all. So then we'll discuss what is there the process in UPSC. So majority of you know that there is prelims, then mains, then interview. Okay, so most of you heard about these things, prelims as well as mains. So many of the people are failing here itself. So most of the people are maybe out of fear, maybe exam fear sometimes, maybe lack of understanding, maybe lack of clarity, or exam hall mistakes. Sometimes they do the exam hall mistakes. So some like in the exam hall itself, so they'll commit some mistakes. We'll discuss one by one. So first of all, for prelims, we'll discuss about the prelims first. First of all, we have GS here, then again CSAT. This is the hurdle for majority of the people these days. We hope you heard about CSAT. Hope you heard about CSAT. So we have reasoning part will be there, then aptitude part will be there, then comprehension part also will be there. So you should practice at least the PYQ themes. Without practicing, if you are just simply going into the examination, definitely most of them are getting less than 66 marks. So 66.5 marks are the pass marks for this. You just need to cross this 66.5. But most of the people are not able to clear because of they are not able to practice. Fear of CSAT also these days. Nowadays, the fear of CSAT also is there. So to avoid that, so fear of the exam itself, to avoid that, what we have to do prior to the exam itself, we need to do the practice. So that is called in test series plus some classroom videos. You can go through the classroom videos also. That will suffice actually. Without practicing, you can't able to clear the CSAT hurdle. So GS, everyone knew that it is for 200 marks. 100 questions. This everyone knew that. Each one carries 2 marks. So I think most of you heard about recent trend. So they are asking the pair questions. Only one pair is correct, 2 pairs are correct, or 3 pairs are correct. These kind of questions they are asking these days. I think last 3 years. It has started from the last 3 years. So what is the pair questions? Pair wala questions. To clear the GS part, what you have to do the, so before entering into the nitty-gritties of the prelims GS paper, so first of all, any beginner, what they have to do is, so for example, if you want to go to any tourist place, we need a guide for that. Or else, if you are going in a ocean, if you are sailing in ocean, so what you need for the direction? You need a compass. So in that way, in GS part, what is the guide for us? Who is the guide for us? Actually, PYQs. Previous year questions are the guide for us. Like where to focus, which topic they are majorly focusing. All those things and all, you should focus. First of all, PYQs. For example, in geography, if you say solar system, people think it is very easy. I have read in the 6th class itself or 7th class itself, but they'll be committing the mistakes out of overlook, we can say, or sometimes they just misunderstand the topic itself. Okay. For example, they just simply ask regarding the latitudes, longitudes and all. We tend to commit the mistakes here itself because we think it is an easy topic. Actually, there is no easy or difficulty. The thing is, for easy question, it is 2 marks. Even it is a difficult question, it is 2 marks only. So, rather than solving the difficult question, better go for the easiest ones. For that, what we need to do, the thing is, we need to have the clarity on the topic. Any topic if you take, the beginners, whoever they are going to start the preparation, they should have the, I'm not saying go into the deeper manner, like deep into the digging into the like particular topic or something like that. At least the basic understanding to what level I need to go for it. That understanding you need to cope up. So for that we are there. The mentors are there, faculty are there. We are here to help you. Don't worry. So what is next? So for that GS part, you can say prelims previous year questions. Then the GS part, what is the next thing? NCRTs. So I heard most of the number of students are coming and asking, should I go for NCRTs? Should I go through the NCRT or should I skip the NCRTs? Actually, NCRTs, what they will provide. So most of you know heard about the NCRTs. If you are a CBSE student, you might have studied those NCRTs earlier itself. Like nowadays, like after the BTech or a degree, we tend to ignore or tend to forget, right? So at least we should go through the NCRTs, especially the 11th and 12th NCRTs, 11th and 12th class NCRTs. Okay, even geography it is, whether it is a polity, geography, whether it is a culture part, or history. History can be, you know that, modern history, medieval history, and ancient history. Okay, ancient, medieval, and modern. These are the, then we know that economy, then the current affairs part, and another one is environment and science and tech. Okay, this comes under like majority of the people are failing in the prelims. So why people are failing in the prelims part? Okay, so why people are failing in the prelims part? First thing, lack of understanding of the basics. So basics, NCERTs, that is why we call NCERTs are the basic pillars to your preparation. They act as a basic foundation to your preparation, you can say. Okay, so that is why NCERTs are must. Before starting your preparation itself, you should go through. Or if you already started the preparation, parallelly with your classes, whatever the classes you are going through, you can parallelly tackle them. Okay, parallelly continue, or ask your respective mentor or faculty so to how to read the NCERTs, should I make the notes or not, and all. So most of it, like, you know, no need of making the short notes. Actually it is available everywhere, majority nowadays. Actually what is happening, you know, the content terrorism, we can say it is a content terrorism, you know. Wherever you see, if I go to any bookshop, we have n number of books for each subject. People tend to, you know, fall in the trap of the this market. It is consumerism, actually the consumeristic mentality. So people tend to go through this, like, I'll go through this particular material, this institution material, then, so actually who are doing this, who are doing this? So people who are lack in guidance. So who are lack in guidance, they are fall in the trap of content terrorism. I'll read this particular book, or I'll read this particular test series, I'll read this particular, again this and all. So is it humanly possible to revise the things? Actually before the exam, so if you want to revise, it is very difficult to revise a bulky books. Okay, so people are fall in the trap of bulky books. So majority of them are injecting this into the market. Ultimately the students are fall in the trap of bulky books. Okay, so actually in our institute, the Amigos IAS institute itself is providing mentorship. So you can easily interact with the faculty, and you can interact with the students itself, students name mentors itself, and students directly come to us, and they can ask, sir, where to read, what, like, I am not understanding this topic and all. So we are available. Okay, so here we need a compass. Who is that compass? Mentor. Okay, mentor or the faculty is the compass here. Okay, so Amigos IAS is providing this year-long mentorship. Year-long mentorship. We are providing the both integrated preparation. I'm not saying the prelims itself or mains itself. It is integrated preparation. Okay. Then why people are failing? Preparation itself. Fault in the preparation itself. Okay. Why? I told you this bulky books they'll be reading, and ultimately some toppers phobia is there. Toppers phobia, I can say it is a toppers phobia. So I'll discuss about the toppers phobia. I'm not saying toppers are bad or something. I'm saying why students are fall in the trap of toppers phobia. So I call it as a toppers phobia. Why? Some topper might have said, some topper A, B, C, he might have said this particular book B1 is good. Another topper has said this particular book is good. Another topper has said this particular book is good. Then again, his strategy, he might have said, I have studied for 14 hours. Another B2 would have said, I have studied for 16 hours. And the B3 might have said, I studied hardly 8 hours. So now what is happening? Students, we know that we are in the globalization 2.0, industry 4.0, YouTube, social media, what they will inject? This thing. Huh? They sensationalize these things. Okay? This topper, whatever he has said, and we fall in the trap of which strategy I have to follow. Which strategy I have to follow. So, actually, civil services, it's a dynamic thing actually. A dynamic thing. So, even if you want to, shine yourself, grow yourself, it's actually a day-to-day practice. It is like not a one-day practice or something, or 1 month thing. Okay, so we need to practice daily. We have to revise daily. That depends on the person's ability and his understanding capacity and all. Some person having the ability to study for 14 hours, it's fine. Few people, they can easily understand and grasp the things very easily, and they might have studied the CBSE syllabus earlier itself, or else they have already gone through the preparation before the graduation or something like that, or they might have the idea around the particular thing. This majority of the things, or his parents might have might have been the IAS officers or something, some bureaucrats they might have. So definitely they have the edge. So here, so we can't fall in the trap of this particular ranker. His strategy is good. I'm not saying his strategy is strategy or not. So what we need to do is, I said, every civil services aspirant is unique. So we should have the own strategy, own or unique strategy, you can say. So, sir, you are saying about the strategy and all. So, what is this strategy? Many of the saying, in Delhi, majority of the whole street is filled with these strategies only. Some guy might have went till interview, then they will fall in the trap of majority of the students fall in the trap of that interview guy. He will say like, I have studied this much, I have read this particular book. Then the next year again another interview guy or some other topper might have come. Then again one more strategy, right from the Tina Dobby to recent rankers and all. Okay, Shakti Dubey. Okay, what we have to do is, we should actually do our own, or we should make our own strategy. So I'll tell you what is this strategy, all those things and all depends on our depends on our IQ and EQ levels, intellectual quotient as well as emotional quotient. We knew that I can work for 15 hours. Yes, I can work for. If I don't work for this many hours, I can't finish this particular syllabus. You know that. If you already knew that, so when will you know? You should do the trial and error before starting your preparation. Then after 1 or 2 weeks, after 1 or 2 weeks, you will come to know some in particular. Like for example, you have started with 5 hours, or you might have reached some 15 hours. After that, some decline or this much. So this means you are studying here. For example, it is 8 to 9 hours. So this might be your studying hours, for example. I'm not saying this is fixed. Sometimes in during mains time we used to work for 14 hours and all, because syllabus is more, time is less, then we need to work. So I am saying like which strategy it is applicable with. Like I'm not saying this toppers strategy is good. I'm not saying this toppers like he has read for 15 hours, that's why he cleared and all. Many subjective things are there to clear. So, so that won't be only number of hours, doesn't matter actually. Okay, efficiency or productivity matters. Okay, how much you have reproduced, how much you are able to recall, these things are matter actually. Okay, then and your own unique strategy I said na. So depends on the person's ability, how much of a few people is having some issues. For example, some like migraine issue, something like that, because of weather issues. In Delhi we face extreme heat, extreme cold, all, and extreme cost of living also. That is why actually no need of going to Delhi these days. I don't know why people are rushing towards Delhi and वहाँ पे ऐसा है वैसा है. I am not, I don't know. So it is their own choice. I'm not saying. Okay. And other thing, what like in the strategy, in our own strategy, how to build your own strategy. So first of all, before start saying this strategy thing and all, you should build your emotional strength very strong. First thing, emotional strength. You should have that. And family support. Then this financial crunch, majority of the people are facing this financial crunch. If at all they are staying in Delhi, so they think too much about the cost of living itself. Their like rents are very high, and this I told you na, the content terrorism is there. So in that trap, majority of the people are falling. So that is why you should have the emotional strength and family support, and the burning desire you should have before starting. Okay. And the thing is, first of all, any, like if you're told you are building any building or something, we should have the basic understanding, basic pillars, you know na, pillars. So like pillars, we should have the basics. That means basic understanding about the topics. For example, if it is in prelims, GS, all GS topics or something. And if it is mains, you might have gone through the all syllabus, right? I'll explain what is that. So basics, where you will get it? NCRTs. Okay, NCRTs. And so what else? Little bit YouTube to understand, wherever you get the doubt, little bit YouTube. Then for that, you need to build this before starting this thing. Then another thing is understanding the syllabus. Don't run behind any topper strategy or any books. First of all, what is examination what it is expecting. First of all, do the rigorous thing. First, rigorously what you have to do, understanding the syllabus, what they are asking, word by word, you need to understand. Okay, first of all, keenly you should go through the syllabus very keenly. Okay, so if you don't go through the syllabus keenly, then again we may fall into the trap of some particular subject, like some particular material or something. Again we might again change the things. For example, people having doubt about should I go through the GC Leong for geography. Yes, we need to. But how to read the GC Leong subject? How to read the GC Leong book? Nobody knows. They just start reading without having like where to use and how to read and whatever the like chapters 15 to 22nd chapter, they are very important. So what I am saying is, you need to have the exam oriented preparation. You need to have the exam oriented preparation. So for that, so whether I am going to the exam oriented preparation or not, what you have to do? First of all, you should have a mentor or any guide. Any guide. It can be a faculty, it can be excuse me. Okay, so you should have the exam oriented preparation. Sir, what is this exam oriented preparation? I told you that. So first of all, you should go through what UPSC has given. UPSC syllabus, what it has given. UPSC, what it has given, the syllabus, each and everything, right from the prelims to the mains, as well as even interview. Okay, so understand the syllabus first. Okay, so after doing this syllabus, every nitty gritty of the syllabus, after going through the every nitty gritty of the syllabus, then choose your sources. So which source I should go through? For example, for polity, most of you know that Lakshmikant is the once for all book. Okay, it's okay, everyone will be reading that book. So is it Lakshmikant's book itself is suffice? No. Okay, here NCRTs again, they will play the major role again. Then how you will understand whether Lakshmikant is sufficient or NCRTs are sufficient? Some other supplement I need or value added I need? Huh? If you go through the previous year questions, then you will understand where they are asking. Example, majority of you heard about the fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. So they might sometimes they ask regarding through the judgments and all. So in recent news, if it is there, example, difference between legal right or and constitutional right, for example, and constitutional right. Right to vote, it is a previous question. Right to vote is a previous question. Was right to vote, previous question it is. Okay, so it is a constitutional right. Okay, then right to property, earlier it was the fundamental rights. Earlier it was the fundamental right. Through the constitutional amendment, so we make it as a, like they made it as a fundamental, they made it as a legal right, article 300A. So for that we need to go through the like article and the language of the constitution. So constitutional language, to get that PM Bakshi book is there. Okay, so I'm not here to discuss about the sources. Main thing is like people, I'm just giving the example regarding the polity. Most of them like fall in the trap of that material, this material and all before without going through the NCRTs. So and the basic book is anyway we need to read one static book. For example, Lakshmikant. And in the same way, NCRT, without reading NCRT, you will not get the clarity. What is legal right? What is constitutional right? What is natural right? These kind of things, basic things. There, it is very easily explained with through the case studies also. They had given many case studies to understand the untouchability. We might have heard about that. What Ambedkar has said about the untouchability. They had given some case studies in a village. Some people have discriminated in this way, that way, or something like that. Okay. So, without going through the NCRTs, people just simply reading the Lakshmikant. So, what I am saying, brick by brick, you need to study. So, after reading the NCRT, then go for the sources like Lakshmikant, like static book. Okay, parallelly with your classes, what I am saying. Okay, then this exam oriented preparation, you got to know that. So first of all, what I said, so going through the syllabus, then defining the sources, limiting your sources. First thing what I am saying, I am restrict your sources. Restrict your sources. Why I am saying restriction? Because if you are reading A to Z, will you be able to revise? Huh? By reaching C or D, you will be facing the difficulty. You can't even meet the Z. That is why have the basic, very basic and like proper book, proper source. I am saying not a book, proper source. Stick to that. Then anyway, the PYQs will give the guide. Okay, they are acting as a compass, right? So they will provide a guidance. So go like this. For example, this topic is important for this. So majority of the, like if you gone through the year by year, then you will come to know that this topic is very important. Especially NCRTs, 11th and 12th NCRTs, they'll pick they'll pick from that. Okay. So you should have the conceptual understanding on it. Huh? That is why restrict your sources. The minimum you study, the more you think. Minimum studies, this is the formula actually. Minimum studies, more of thinking. Maximum thinking. Sir, what to do? Like maximum thinking, what you are thinking? I'm saying like, for example, minimum sources, maximum thinking. So, example, any topic if you take, so if you are simply reading, this is like UPSC preparation is like civil services preparation is not simply reading something and without understanding, just mugging up under, it won't work. Okay? Because the questions they are asking itself is dynamic and they are very challenging. Okay? So that is why, so maximum you need to think in a 360 degrees. Okay? So what will be the impact on the political impact? For example, social impact. For example, environmental impact. For example, economic impact. Then another, what kind of other technological impact or cultural impact, you can say in this way. So in this way you need to think for every topic, why earth is moving around the sun, why these equinoxes are coming, this kind of, you should have that curiosity about why. how, and what. So any topic, if at all you are reading, you should have this curiosity. Why this happened? Why 1857 revolt has happened? What are the causes behind it? Was this only Enfield refill was the cause? No, no. Majority of the reason. It was one of the cause actually. It was the triggering fact it was. Okay. So, but why? How it has happened? So where it has happened, this thing, where and who, that is limited actually. But what is that? For example, what is meant by anticyclonic conditions? What is meant by temperature inversion? This kind of many topics will come in the geography, right? So what is constitutional morality? Okay, many terminology you might have, like if you gone through the previous questions like of UPSC prelims as well as mains, you will get to that. So then I'm saying maximum thinking. In the same manner only, na, that governance thing. Minimum government, maximum governance. In the same line, minimum sources, maximum thinking. So give it to your brain, like tell to your brain, think about that. Why they are doing that? Okay? Even every science and tech topics also think like that only. Then only definitely you like some bouncers will come in the examination. Suddenly, if you are not able to think there itself, so what you will do? Because the bureaucrat or whoever, the IAS officers or IPS officer, they will get the challenging jobs. They are the challenging jobs, right? Every day is a challenge. So they have to take the decisions immediately at the the spot itself. Okay, so for that what you need? So thinking ability you need to. Don't fall in the trap of chat GPT. Okay, so only like it just technology just actually it should act as a supplementary. That should not be the once for all or one only source and all. Okay, then another thing, I told you the strategy, this thing and all. I told you don't fall in the trap of number of sources. Another thing is like the topper's phobia should not be there. Okay. Yes, they are saying very good strategies, but whatever it is, apt for you, apt for your personality, apt for your thinking, apt for your attitude, apt for your present situation, then adapt that or pick 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 the or filter that strategy only. So only few things from the particular toppers. Okay, so one particular topper might be good at essay topics or his essays are very good, then pick the his quotations, his examples, that kind of things and all you can pick. So whichever it is apt for you, pick that only. Okay, so for that, whether it is apt for you or not, you will come to know. Like we are here, the mentors are here, the faculty is here. So, and you yourself is come to know after studying for some particular days. Then you will come to know whether it is suitable or not. And don't simply do the self study. Sometimes it might give, so people think like I don't know, most of the people are thinking that majority of the students are coming, should I go for the self studies? And I have many online sources and all. But what will happen if you depend on the like online courses? After, for example, if you are following one particular A1 institute or A1 videos, then after some time, some person will say, or some person might be watching something, some A2 videos. Then again we will stop here. Then again we will start the A2 videos. Then again some A3 videos has come into the market. Then we will start A3. By the time our 2 years will be gone. Okay, that is why. That is why here we are the mentors, or we are the faculty providing we are the guiding light to you. Sir, we are the compass to you, providing the direction to you. That is why you should don't don't fall in the trap of the toppers phobia. Okay, I'm not saying that particular topper is said wrong strategy or something, but whichever is apt for you, just pick the few things, then filter it, then start. So if you really have already worked for some time regarding this reading NCRTs and writing notes and all over whatever the things which are necessary for the UPSC preparation, then you can go for the self study. And for the self study, whether I am going in a right direction or not, you can go for the mentoring itself. Okay, if you feel okay, then prelims prelims point of view, I think we have discussed about PYQs. These are the actually they are the Bible, Quran and Bhagavad Gita for the prelims preparation. Most of them comes under the PYQ themes only. If you go through most of the questions, the related questions only it will be coming. If you clearly understand, thoroughly gone through the PYQs, at least 2010 to 2025, you will come to know, you will understand one pattern actually, where they are focusing. For example, in ancient history, there'll definitely a question on the Buddhism or Jainism. Okay, in that way, for example, in um, polity, polity, definitely there will be a question on the starting chapters, 1773 Act, 1813 Act, Charter Act and all those things. The very first chapter only, historical underpinnings, all those preamble and fundamental rights, DPSP, fundamental rights and DPSP, all those things. Okay, so after that, after gone through the themes, main thing is you need to go for the test series. Okay, this is rigorously you need to do. Rigorously you need to do. I'm not saying you should do before the prelims 3 months before and all. You need to do before the 6 to 7 months or 10 months only. Rigorously. I'm not saying you should do daily practicing and all. I'm saying before, for example, if you start in October or something, for example, now you are starting in July. Batch 2 is starting in Amigos IAS. July 6th, batch 2 is starting. So actually, if you're starting in July, study in integrated manner. That means you are doing the prelims as well as the mains preparation parallelly. Okay. Huh? This is what you need to do that till at least January. Till at least January, you need to do the integrated preparation. Even now, daily if you are studying any topic, you should have the thorough understanding. For example, if they ask in the mains question, mains also, you are able to produce. You have to produce. So that is why whenever you are studying, it should be like you should have the deeper understanding on it. Okay. Then this integrated study you need to do till January. So these are all things comes under strategy only. So people are asking, majority of the people are asking, what is strategy? What is strategy? Sir, that topper is saying this topper is saying that. So we will be went into the confusion mind. Okay. So students are under confusion only. What to do? Which institute I should follow? That, this and all. So take one topper, then he will be available in every institute only. Like his pick will be available every hold. So definitely students will fall in the trap of it, right? Okay. That is why, so don't fall in the trap of the market. Okay. So do this kind of preparation. what I'm saying, themes. And the test series thing, test series means for your practice. If you are reading the geography thing, so do practice number of questions only, n number of questions you need to do that, at least 2 to 300 questions on each subject. I should suggest at least each 10 questions on each theme. Okay, for example, climatology is there, 10 to 20 questions on the climatology, in that way. Okay, then do the rigorous for the practice you need to go through the test series. It can be anything. Our institute is also providing in our year-long mentorship, we are providing both prelims as well as mains test series. Parallelly it is going. Every Sunday you have prelims questions 100 and then test series also, like mains test also 20 questions of your, like same on the same particular syllabus. Okay, then CSAT, we are parallelly taking care of the CSAT also, and we are parallelly taking care of the essay also. We have Raju sir, ex-IPS, so we have Raju sir also. You can directly meet sir regarding the your strategy, like approach, what should I follow, and to get the motivation also. So you can meet him in the institute itself. And other thing, then so prelims thing, you know, most of them heard about the cutoff. What is the cutoff? Minimum cutoff, or like minimum cutoff 76 in 2023, I guess. Okay, 76 to 78. Then 2024, what was the cutoff? Around 86 point something. Okay, then 2025, what is the cutoff? I think around people are saying 92 plus 3 or 5. Okay, so most of them are saying 92 plus. So it is like everyone know that OBC cutoff, EWS cutoff is there, and general cutoff will be there. Hope you heard about this. Nowadays OBC and general cutoff is almost equal. Okay, now there is no difference actually. Okay, the cutoff will be this much only, prelims cutoff. So hope you heard about the CSAT, right? I have already discussed about the CSAT. Don't neglect the CSAT. For that, if you are weak in, for example, you came from the arts background. If you came from the arts background, what you need to do? First of all, go through what kind of questions they are asking. For that, we have PYQs. Okay, then go through some particular faculty. Here, Amigos IAS is also providing CSAT classes. So, renowned faculty they are teaching. Then practice. Practice rigorously. Both, it can be comprehension. Don't neglect. I don't do English comprehension. I don't do this aptitude and all. Everything you need to balance. Everything you need to balance. Aptitude and reasoning part. Wherever the easy things are there, we need to get 66.5 only, right? 66.5 marks only. So don't fall in the trap of just, you know, that particular institute is providing this kind of videos. So that is fine. That is suffice and all. Maybe it might not, might not help you because your understanding level is different. You might have come from the arts background. Okay, that is why choose your faculty, right faculty, interact with the faculty, then you will understand where you are lacking, in which topic, whether you are lacking in the reasoning part, whether you are lacking in the comprehension part, whether you are lacking in the aptitude part. Definitely it is there. But hardly we need to get 66.5 marks. So we need to hardly 27 questions get correct. Okay, so for that what we need to do? Here faculty or mentor will help you out. Okay, after seeing the PYQs, you will come to know that Where I am lacking? I'm able to do the reasoning part. Yes, I'm able to do the reasoning part. But am I able to comprehensions? Example, assumption questions they are asking these days. Assumption based questions they are asking these days. Am I able to solve these assumption based questions? No. And these days UPSC key itself is changing. It is dynamic. That is why at least we should be like 30 plus questions get correct. So we should have like at least we should have that we should not have the fear of failing in the CSAT itself. Okay, that itself is very big drama actually. If you clear in GS part, most of my friends got 120 plus, 110 plus, something like that, but they failed in the CSAT majority of the times. So don't neglect the CSAT part. So do the PYQs, then understand where you are lacking, then choose your right faculty, then understand and go through his things and practice rigorously, practice regularly. It should like it will be like brushing daily or your habits, whatever is there, daily habits. So parallelly you need to do that. At least give half an hour or 1 hour for CSAT, especially during during prelims time, Feb onwards, daily you need to do. Okay. Then after that CSAT you need to get this. Then so make sure that don't neglect the CSAT. Don't neglect the CSAT. I'll do after some time. That day won't come actually. Okay. Then GS we have already discussed. We know that, like, hope you gone through the syllabus keenly. First of all, understand the syllabus first. Keenly you need to understand the syllabus very keenly, where they are asking. And then newspaper reading, it has to be in your daily routine. Newspaper reading has to be there. Okay, even for mains preparation as well as prelims preparation, without newspaper your preparation is not complete. Okay, so many people is having doubt like, should I go through the Hindu newspaper or should I go through the Indian Express newspaper or Live Mint or Economic Times, something. These kind of doubts are there, and many people are having difficulty in reading Hindu newspaper also. We the mentors are here so to help you how to read newspaper also, or else go through our institute like Vikas sir is taking care of it, that so taking care of that, so you can also go through his videos daily, then make a habit of reading newspaper daily. Okay, and newspaper itself is a big thing for many people. Few of my students are asking like, should I, sir, I'm taking almost 2 to 2.5 hours to read the newspaper. So for that, what you need to do? Newspaper reading, both prelims as well as mains. Why it is needed? Why it is needed? Because most of the current events are happening across India as well as across the world. Current events are happening, right? For example, India, Pakistan, Operation Sindoor was there, and after that Iran as well as Israel, recent that one is there. And if you go through the all PYQs, you will come to know that where they are asking, what kind of questions they are asking. So from these current events, what I should learn? For example, they'll ask the nuclear sites. They are asking about the lakes across. They are asking about Tropic of Cancer going through this many countries or that. So in that way they are focusing. That is mapping part. Okay. And in case of environment, some terminologies they will ask, some phenomena they will ask. Okay. In case of technology, science and technology, you can say science and technology. So their focus will be, if you go through the newspaper properly, where they are focusing, what kind of renewable energy things and all. They might ask like what kind of recent electrical vehicles and all they had come, right? So in that way, what kind of new technologies has come. And for example, during COVID also, different types of vaccines and all, they were there. So to understand, after understanding the PYQs, after going through the PYQs, you will come to know that where should I focus. In environment, sometimes they will ask the scientific name, scientific name of that. Okay. In the same case, polity. So they might ask regarding some earlier they had asked the question regarding what is judicial custody versus police custody. It is there in the news regarding the what is police custody, what is judicial custody, regarding that. Okay. So in the same way, they will ask regarding the, for example, Puttaswamy judgment was there. It is like in that judgment what they have said, article 21. In that article 21, what is that? It is right to right to privacy is a intrinsic right. Right to privacy is a intrinsic right. Through that particular judgment, Puttaswamy judgment, they said. So in that line, they are asked about the what is right to marry. Right to marry comes under which? So if you go through the PYQs, you will come to know that what they had asked in that line, article 21, in that line they had asked right to marry. So think in that manner. Habit, like have a habit of going through the PYQs daily. Have a habit of going through the syllabus daily. Then you will come to know that where should I focus in the newspaper. Okay. Example, in GS mains, we have GS 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We'll discuss 1, 2, 3 properly again. So in that, where to focus, what kind of jargon and all will be using. That newspaper jargon, where should I use in the GS1 part? So then GS2, like judgments I said, like some vice president or president might have said something, such kind of quotes, or particular like a state has practicing some particular practice and all. So that kind of things and all, you'll come to know after reading the newspaper and all. Okay. Then that is what in GS for prelims, you need to, I have already discussed about the NCRTs. They are the basic pillars of your preparation for prelims especially. Then after that, test series for rigorous practice, you need to go through that. Then after that, for prelims, you need to go through the basic books. Don't go for majority of the books. I said basic books. Okay. Then now prelims. After the prelims, majority hurdle, like if you cross that, 12,000 plus people around. So they will be writing mains. Okay. Hope you heard about this mains and all. So even after this 12,000, hardly 2.5 to 3,000 people are appearing for the interview. Okay. So hope you heard about how much is for, like how many marks for prelims or GS1, how much, all those things and all. Total for interview 275 marks, and for GS 1, 2, 3 and essay 250, and GS 1, GS 2, GS 3 and GS 4. 250, 250, 250, 250. How much? 500, 500, 1000, 1250. Then optional. How much? Paper 1, 250. Paper 2, 250. Okay. Total this 500. Total 2025 marks. Okay. With including interview. Okay. If you get greater than 1000, you will be in the list. Go through the nitty-gritty. No need to go to the nitty-gritty. This topper get this many marks in GS, or this topper get this many marks in optional and all. Actually, both GS part as well as optional part both plays a major role. Even the interview also. So majority of my friends, so they were a few of my friends got like 190s, but few of my friends got 120s or 130 and all. They were out of the race. Okay. So in that way, all are important. Both right from the prelims, everything is important. Okay. We can't leave a room for anything. Okay. So in mains preparation, so everyone know that, sir, mains, what kind of strategy I should follow, what what kind of strategy, which test series I should go through, and should I need a mentorship or not for that. So these kind of questions will rise while the preparation, while doing our preparation. Excuse me. Sorry. Here also mains. See, I sincerely telling any of you, if at all you want to start your preparation, don't think like I have so many attempts. I'll study. I have so many attempts. I'll study this year I'll clear prelims this year. Then I'll clear mains next year. I'll clear interview next year. This won't be happening anyway, because many might not clear prelims in the next year itself. Okay. That is why I'm saying sincerely do your efforts. Your sincere efforts has to be there. Don't waste your time. Time is money actually. So when time is ticking, money also ticking. So time is money. So time is money. Don't waste your time at all while doing your preparation. Put your sincere efforts 2 or 3 years. 2 to 3 years. I'm saying first and second attempt are the very best attempts. Do your preparation very strong. Very strong or sound preparation you need to have. Okay. So for that you need to have the basic foundation properly. Okay. That is why put your efforts, like sincere efforts. Sometimes people start today, they might have seen some video, they might have seen some topper video, a rickshaw wala's son or daughter become IAS officer, then he will get that goosebumps, then he will start the preparation till 3 months. Then his motive will get down. Then he will stop the preparation, or he will be in the dilemma. Which strategy I should follow? I'm not able to follow his strategy. So again another guy, or this guy only, then again he will start till here. After 1 year, I took a wrong optional subject, so I'm not able to get the good marks in that. Then after 1 or 2 attempts, again they will shift the optional again. So in this way, people are wasting their time, okay, changing the optional in between, or having the wrong strategy, or they don't have the guidance at all, so they are going in their own direction. So without any compass in the ocean, will be directionless, will be directionless. So without any compass will be directionless. If you have the compass, if you have the compass, will be, hope you know that, east west, huh? If you have the compass, will be direction, okay. So we have the direction, okay. So for that, who is that compass? Yes, the mentor and the faculty. They are the providing the moral compass to your preparation, okay. That is what moral not moral compass, just they are providing the compass to your, like they are providing the direction to your preparation. For example, if you are able to, if you are not able to filtering which material I have to read and all, if you are not able to make a notes, or how to make a notes, these kind of doubts, self doubts will be coming for you. For that we are here, okay. That mentors are here to take care of it. Amigos IAS is providing, I think around say 5 to 6 mentors are here, and the faculty, renowned faculty are there, all senior faculty they are there. You can interact with the faculty directly. If you even after that also, if you have the daily doubts, if you are writing answers also, we are there to evaluate and give the inputs, okay. Mains preparation, where to start? People are having this doubt again. Mains preparation, where to start? I already said that your preparation has to be in a integrated manner, integrated manner. So if this is not an integrated manner, definitely will fall somewhere, either in the prelims itself or in the after mains also, okay. That is why we should have the both integrated prelims plus mains preparation. Sir, what is this prelims plus mains preparation strategy? For example, if you have the understanding about, example, kharif crops, rabi crops, what are zaid crops and all, seasons, seasonal. So if you have the deep understanding about the what are the kharif crops, what are the rabi crops and zaid crops, if it comes in prelims, you can easily eliminate, or you can easily identify and all. In this way, while if you read the agriculture chapter properly, in the especially the NCRT, so you will come to know that what kind of crops are there. For example, kharif crops are there and rabi crops are there, rice, groundnut, all those things and all. So wheat, vegetables, all those things are regarding this thing. So agriculture, if you read the agriculture chapter properly in an integrated manner, so this thing, it is very easy for you. If you read the deeply regarding impact of climate change on agriculture, or on agriculture, if you say the productivity will get down, all those things, it will comes under daily, it comes in the newspaper, okay. So if you read newspaper properly, then it is very easy to, what is the impact of climate change on agriculture? Yes, yields will get down, and like the productivity will come down, and it will impact on the food security, and what kind of, so few crops will face the difficulty, because we are monsoon dependent country, whoever are monsoon dependent country, so definitely delay in the monsoon because of the climate change, El Nino year or something like that. You will see, you will go through, like when you go through all the syllabus, or when you go through the each nitty gritty of GS subject, then you will come to know all those things, okay. Then so in deeper manner, what I said, the deeper understanding, if you have the deeper understanding of that particular topic, then it is very easy for you. For prelims also it is very easy for you. Even for mains preparation also, even for the mains preparation also, who is the mains, who is the compass here, or who will provide the guide for you? Actually the PYQs. Actually the PYQs. If you rigorously do the practice of that PYQ themes, it will be easy for you to crack the mains. First of all, understand the syllabus. Okay, what is the say? Like GS1, if you say, what is there in GS? What is there? GS 1, paper 1, GS paper 1, then paper 2, GS paper 3, then paper 4. Ethics and integrity here. Okay, ethics and integrity. You might have heard about many renowned bureaucrats already. TN Session, he is known for TN Session known for electoral reforms. Example, Model Code of Conduct. SR Shankaran, you might have heard about them. So he is known for this one people's bureaucrat, you can say. He is like he has done many welfare policies. He brought many things he has done. And another you Armstrong Pym, you might have heard about that. And many are there, many. Durga Shakti Nagpal. So many bureaucrats you have heard about them. So their case studies you can use here. And Ashok Kemka, so known for like a number of times he has transferred, I think around 42 times in his whole service around. So still his integrity and his honesty prevailed. Okay, then in paper 3 what is there? So ethics, you know na, all GS questions will be there, then case studies will be there. Okay, then in paper 3 economy part, then what is there? Disaster management, then internal security, then environment part. After that, what is there in that paper 3? Science and technology part also will be there. Okay, economy, disaster management, internal security, then science and technology. Okay, majority, it is actually scoring thing. So people tend to score more here actually. Then in paper 2, governance, polity and governance, Okay, so here little bit value addition you need to do. So for mains preparation, after prelims, after prelims, what you need to do? After going through the previous questions as well as the syllabus, make a notes of each subject. Make a short notes of each thing. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4. Some standard books are there. Standard books for paper 1. For example, here geography is there. Here modern history part is there. Both world history, post-consolidation of India, as well as medieval history and ancient history, art and culture. Then geography, society major part here. Okay, so in that way, what I am saying, make a notes. First of all, going through the syllabus, then make a short notes for each thing. Sir, I am facing difficulty to make the notes. Who will guide you? We are there. Mentors are there to guide you. Okay? To guide you. So making notes. Sir, before making notes, what should I do? You should go through the PYQs. Where they are asking, what kind of questions they are asking, especially where. For example, self-help groups are there. Question. So they simply, this is the theme actually. The self-help group is a theme. Civil society is a theme. Okay. This is the theme, keywords. For that themes, you need to have the comprehensive understanding and comprehensive notes you should have. Okay. So, if you have the comprehensive note on each topic, it will be very easy to recall and reproduce in the examination. Okay. So, first thing, PYQs, then value added, I said newspaper. From the newspaper articles, you can bring it. For example, polity part, your introduction will start with the any definition. You can say introduction can be written in a many ways. Example, for example, simply definition or any recent context from the newspaper, any recent context or any Supreme Court said something, or PM or president or any quote, you can start with that, or definition, or you can start with any report or data. Okay, you can start. So in relevance with the asked question, what they have asked, in relevance with that, you can start your intro. Who will provide this thing? The newspaper will provide this thing. Okay, so that is what. So for that you need to have theme based notes. So who will guide you? PYQs. PYQs will provide. So in that self-help groups, or in that civil society, in that good governance, so these kind of questions they are asking. So we'll come to know that after going through the PYQs and syllabus, you'll come to know that, okay, these kind of questions they are asking. They simply tilt or twist you regarding, see, in mains, what kind of questions, simply what kind of keywords you can see. What kind of keywords you can see. First of all, you need to have that particular understanding on this thing actually. Example, you might have gone through the PYQs, then you might have seen that, what is that? Examine, discuss, then analyze, then critically analyze. Okay, then another thing, examine is over, illustrate, or comment, then critically examine also they will ask, critically analyze also they will ask, discuss they will ask. Okay, discuss they will ask, comment they will ask. In that way, so they will be asking many questions and all. Okay, then sometimes they might ask assess, sometimes they will ask highlight, by highlighting to an extent, these kind of words you will be seeing that. So these many types of questions, simple thing. Okay, critically analyze. So both the sides you need to explain here, positive or pros or cons or negative. Okay, in polity part we tend to give the way forward or suggestions or recommendations, or sometimes we might write best practices. Okay, in the conclusion part. In polity part, most of the time we write quotes. Okay, quotes or some best practices, some way forward. For example, for speaker we write UK model. We should practice, or you should go for the UK model to avoid the biasness of the speaker, because speaker tend to work on the lines of ruling party. Okay, so that is why we go for UK model. In UK model, what they will say, before entering into the office, she or he should resign the office. Okay, resign from the party, then enter the, so to avoid the biasness here. Okay, that is why we best practice we will write UK model. Okay, sometimes Sarkaria model or Panchi model, Panchi commission what it has said, and Sarkaria what it has said, and all these things we can write. In a disaster management, such kind of questions, if like the way forward or conclusion will be Sendai framework, we can say other Japan model, Singapore model. So how they are doing, any best practice, it can be international best practices you can write, or it can be state best practices you can write. Okay, in for example Andhra and disaster, local people will be participating in the disaster management process. Okay, that is why it is local. That means local government itself is participating. For example, Meghalaya model. Meghalaya model, like known for what is that? It is um, social auditing. They have legalized. Social auditing they have legalized. Okay. In that way, you need to do the conclusion part and all. So I'll explain one question simply, like what is the structure of any question, any mains question, like mains answer. Example, everyone heard about intro, everyone heard about body and conclusion. So for simply people who are coming from the having the basic understanding, they'll be knowing that what is introduction, what is body and conclusion. So people tend to face the difficulty while writing the introduction and body part and conclusion part. And in body part, what I need to incorporate, if they ask about the explain, if they ask about the discuss, if they ask about the comment, if they ask about the critically analyze, if they ask about critically assess, for such kind of questions where I should focus, what need to be written here. So for that, you need to have the deeper understanding about any topic. Okay. Then, for example, introduction, we can write 3 to 4 types, I can say. Okay. For who we are here, the mentors are here to help you. Like if you know only one type, it's okay. So simple thing, everyone knew that. What is simple? Simple thing, basic definition. We'll write the basic definition. Okay, basic definition is one type, introduction, in introduction. The second type I have already discussed, context from the newspaper or some current affairs, you can say. People are doing that, no? Current affairs part. This magazine, that magazine and all. So don't go behind the this content, number of sources and all. So restrict yourself. Any one single or simple magazine or government websites are sufficient. PIB site is there. We have PIB website. So, and another thing is like code paste. There. So see, we are bringing the innovation in the answer writing. We are bringing the innovation in the answer writing. So how it will build? Actually, it will brick by brick, brick by brick. Then the building will be constructed. Okay. So you need to start. You need to start brick by brick. Then only the foundation will be very strong. Commit the mistake. Commit the mistake. Try. So like you can join the year-long mentorship here. So we are there. So I'm not saying join here only, do this, that and all. So here actually we are providing the year-long mentorship. So we are working very hard for that, and every mentor is available till 7:30. So every faculty is available. You can directly come. Okay. So that I'm saying, these kind of things we can, okay, or briefly historical context may you can write briefly writing about that particular topic also can suffice the introduction. Then to differentiate intro and body, will, so intro is over, then we'll to differentiate intro and body will bring some relevant subheading, okay, or meaningful subheading, or catchy, attractive, okay, catchy or attractive or meaningful subheading in relevance with the question. So whatever the question is demanding. So in relevance of it, we can start the writing the body part, or we can start this subheading by giving the proper underlining and all. Okay, so these are the things, the small things create the innovation in you. If you write day by day, day by day, day by day, then ultimately we will incorporate, like we will help you to incorporate this, like building your answers in a right way. Okay, then you will start writing the body part in a point format. Okay, then the second part of your answer, again keeping the subheading, then you will write in a point format. If they asked about the critically analyze this both sides, you need to explain both sides of the question, you need to explain. Then you will give a suggestion or way forward, suggestions or way forward. So some particular committee has said something. For example, Madhav Gadgil committee has said earlier to avoid, to overcome the mishaps are happening. For example, Wayanad mishap, earlier it has happened, right, in Kerala. So to avoid such kind of mishaps, convert the Western Ghats 60 to 70% into eco-sensitive zones. If you go through the environmental syllabus, you will come to know that what is eco-sensitive zone. Okay, under Environmental Act 1986. So he said 60 to 70% convert into the eco-sensitive zone, so that the Western Ghats can be protected, conserved properly. But what has happened? But encroachments are there, lot of things. Madhav Gadgil committee, you can say. In that way, many committees, TN Session has said many things, and other election commissions has brought many recommendations also. In that way, second ARC was there, Niti Aayog recommendations were there, and again the other Supreme Court guidelines also there. In that way, you can write any which is question, whatever the question, apt way forward, you need to write. Whether it is apt or not, we are there to help you. The mentors or faculty are there to help you. Okay, then ultimately, yeah, see here, intro, body, conclusion, whatever it is there. Anyway, if you are, but make sure that don't think that I am just preparing for prelims, I am just preparing for mains, or my notes making yet to finished. So don't stop your writing answers. Even if it is pending also, start writing. Start writing. We are there to help you how to write an answer. Okay. So whatever the newspaper, if you are reading, pick one question from the newspaper. So then write from that article, like the structuring and all, brainstorming of your answer. This kind of daily incorporate that habit, brainstorming of any topic. Brainstorming of any topic. For example, changing nature of marriage, changing dynamics of marriage. Example, you simply think, na, earlier, traditionally, the marriage was a contract, social contract it was. Marriage was very sacred. No, marriage was a sacred thing. Traditionally, earlier, marriage was very traditional thing. It was a sacred thing. Nowadays, how it has become? Because of the reasons were globalization, urbanization, westernization, industrialization, then what and all? Tell. Technology advancement, then materialism, individualism, all those things made marriage has become the just a contract now. It become the choice based, and individual himself is deciding now. Patriarchy bit declining. There is no matter of caste now, intercaste marriages are there, intercaste, interfaith marriages, intercontinental marriages also there. And so hope you heard about the culture of live-in, culture of live-in. So all of you heard about that. Then another thing, live-in culture, same-sex marriages. Same-sex marriages are legal now these days. Okay, in that way legal reforms has happened, right? In that way, so you can write changing nature of the changing dynamics of the marriage. If you say in mains, we say these kind of things are happening. What are the reasons? You will say reasons can be many things. Financial independence has happened, so ultimately roles are equal now. There is no difference of gender. Men are and women are equal. For example, Virat Kohli, what he is doing? He is taking the paternity leave, like a maternity leave. Okay, so in that way you can say, mains answer, you can brainstorming. What I said, this is all about brainstorming. Simple question, like same thing you can think about the impact of globalization on women, impact of globalization on child, impact of globalization on farmers, impact of these are all previous questions only. These are all previous questions only. So when you are studying, you need to think in this 360-degree approach. Okay, so this thing we will guide, don't worry for that. Okay, then conclusion. Conclusion, what we will say? So no, it is like yes, marriage, the change in the style. For example, it become contract, it become individual choice, it become this kind of things. So then intercaste, interfaith, still the relevance of marriage is persisting. Still it is a sacred. Still the joint families are persisting. So still caste is matter. Hardly 10%, less than 10% intercaste marriages are happening. So according to the National Family Health Survey, 2011 census, or economic survey, or any be it any report, you can say less than 10% only. Less than hardly 10% intercaste marriages are happening. Okay, you can quote this. You can quote this to substantiate your answer, to substantiate your point, or to provide the authenticity to your particular point. You can quote the data. Okay, for the data, what you will, newspaper is there. Okay, then that is what. So integrated preparation, you need to do one thing. Okay, so I'll study prelims this year, I'll study NCRTs this year, I'll study mains next year. Don't go to that particular strategy. Okay, don't have the fear of starting. Okay, so don't fall in the trap of this toppers phobia also. Toppers phobia. So people say, like one topper was saying, I start at 4 o'clock preparing. Yes, it is good to start at 4 o'clock. But if you are in mountainous area or some like Delhi in winter, you can't wake up at 4 o'clock, right? So based on the weather pattern, based on your situation, based on your particular circumstance, sometimes people are working people are there. Yes, they can also start their preparation. Don't think I'm working, I don't have time to work on it. Yes, 4 to 6 hours or 6 to 8 hours is sufficient. If you are like productively, if you are efficiency matter, efficiencies matter actually. People think like I need to study for 10 hours or 14 hours and all. If you really put 4 to 6 hours productively in a right way with limited sources, definitely you will cracking the exam. You might have heard many work people have cleared. I think a second ranker also, Anu Kumari. So she also got she was working, right? Okay, many working people, they have cleared. Okay, so don't think I am working so I can't get time and all. So we are there, na, mentors are there, way to filter. So don't read this particular source, we are there, right? So do this particular go in this particular direction, we are there, right? If you are going in a wrong direction, definitely we are here to tilt you. Okay. Even working people also, and we are there, mentors are there. In year-long mentorship we are providing, so always you can come directly for the year-long mentorship or mentoring. We are providing the mentorship. Even you can intensive mains batch is going on at present. The batch 2 is starting in July 6th, so you can start from that also. Our year-long mentorship batch 2 also starting July 6th. Presently that intensive mains is going on. People can start, like those who are writing mains this year, so we are providing for free only. So please come start writing. Okay. So those who are writing for mains, okay, the appearing for mains this time, so please come July 6th, and batch 2nd is starting for year long mentorship. Please come and join. So here mentorship will be there, and every week test will be there. So we are not saying only Sundays test will be there. We will be just simply evaluating and giving and all. We will be evaluating in front of you. So we will be giving in front of you. We will be asking questions. Where are you lacking? Like we will be telling you where are you lacking and all. We will be asking what you need. So we will be monitoring you. Since your parents are not here, so you have to be accountable to someone, right? So we are the account, like you need to accountable to us at least. Okay. We will be the monitoring. So we will be monitoring your preparation, so day to day. So please come us and tell us, sir, we are lacking in this particular talk. I am having doubt in this particular talk. I am having doubt, or I am lacking, like which optional I need to choose. So a majority also having, see, optional choosing is based on your interest and based on the exam marks also, like exam orientation also. So may few optional subjects are having, like, getting good marks. For example, anthro, sociology, PSIR, and PubEd, geography and all. So you can choose. If your background is maths background, definitely you can choose the mathematics as an optional. Here everything is all optionals are available here. You can come to the Amigos IAS also. Okay. Then what I'm saying, like mains answer I have already discussed, and the working people, whoever are there, they can also start preparation and utilize the year-long mentorship thing. Okay. So that is good actually. So we are there to monitor you. Everything we will be monitoring. Okay. So main thing we have already discussed. And another thing is like one actually majority of the people will be lacking this. So we have started the preparation in the month of, for example, July. Yes, I have started the preparation, sir. I have started preparation with the huge motivation. I started studying for 14 hours directionless. Okay. So that directionless lead to a disaster. For example, demographic dividend, you might have heard about that. If we don't give proper skills, if we don't give proper employment, if we don't give proper direction, opportunity, definitely demographic dividend can become a demographic disaster. Okay. So what will happen? The time has wasted. You are directionless. Ultimately we will be vulnerable. So some particular, again, this year will be wasted. So that is why what I am saying, join this year-long mentorship. We will be having particular schedule. In that particular schedule, you will be finishing your syllabus. Day by day, progress will be there. And don't fall in the trap. Don't fall in the UPSC trap also. I am saying UPSC trap. UPSC trap is like civil services trap. What is that? We'll be wasting around 5 to 6 years, valuable 6 years on this. What I'm saying, I'm simply saying, just give your best 2, or at least mostly 3 attempts, best attempts. give your 100% in these 3 attempts, because each one are coming from the different backgrounds, right? For them, those who are coming from the rural backgrounds and all, they don't have understanding, they don't have gone through the this one NCRTs and all, they haven't have the earlier knowledge about this NCRTs and all, definitely they'll face the difficulty, right? So that is why we are there. Year long mentorship will definitely direct you. Everyone are capable to clear this exam. Don't think too much about that. Overthinking sometimes, this overthinking also too much, yeah. I don't know which topic, which NCRT or which source I should follow, or should I go through this NCRT or not? Should I go through this bulky book or not? Should I go through this particular institute or not? Should I go to Delhi or not? There no need to go Delhi. Why? Why to go Delhi? Question yourself. First of all, why to go Delhi? Why I want to become a civil servant? Or is it is it sufficient here itself? Like if I have the proper mentor, definitely the guide, he will act as a guide to you. Definitely you can easily clear. No need to go. And the Delhi phobia, this toppers phobia, please remove that from your mind. Okay. So that another thing is like, keep this, what I'm saying, 2 or 3 best attempts. Give your 2 or 3 best attempt, then clear itself. Definitely you can clear. If you are able to maintain whatever the July enthusiasm I said, na, enthusiasm, interest, and burning desire. Keep burning, keep burning. Huh? It should be maintained consistently. Actually, to clear the UPSC prelims or mains or whatever, the civil, to become a civil servant, in order to become a civil servant, or in order to achieve anything, you need to have the consistency in your approach. Consistency in your approach, as well as your hard work. Sir, many people are saying what is smart work and all. Definitely will guide you, don't worry for that. Yes, smart work also will be there. Okay, and maintain the consistency with the same interest, same burning desire, same energy levels. That is why don't go for 14 hours study, then again 6 hours, then 2 hours, then don't do that. Go for this one, consistently approach. Even if it is 8 hours, also fine, but in a right direction, right source. If you are doing that, definitely you can clear this exam nicely. Okay, that is what consistency is the key for clearing the UPSC. So with the consistency, what is that, what you needed? I said the hard work and smart work, right? Practice. It can be prelims, it can be mains. Practice makes man perfect. You might have heard about that. Practice. Right from the PYQs, right from the test series, daily. Actually, in our PCM batch, regular classes and all, we used to probably in app itself daily after the class we'll be providing the mains question, then faculty itself is discussing, and faculty itself is giving the model answer also for them, and giving the approach to how to write that particular answer. Every day practice it is. Start, even if you don't know what is that particular topic and all, at least do the brainstorming. Yeah, I'll do the introduction part like this, I'll do this thing and all. So actually I forgot to discuss about the essay thing. Basically we'll discuss briefly, I will discuss about the essay. So this is also 250 marks, hope you know that. First section they'll give 4 questions, section 1 they'll give 4 questions, section 2 they'll give 4 questions. Nowadays the GS orientation is, they are not asking. Okay, sorry, GS orientation, so most of the questions are philosophical, philosophical orientation. That means code based they are asking. Okay, code based they are asking. See, if you have the knowledge in the GS part, if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, you might have heard about, you have read, na? So this thing is suffice. If you read comprehensively, this thing is suffice actually, and you can incorporate here. In essay, what are the things you need to maintain? You should have proper anecdote. You'll come to know what is anecdote and all. So in introduction itself, it is saying introduction. The quote, like sometimes we might start with the quote based approach also it is there. Anecdote, like a small theme, small story, simple story, which meeting the demand of the question, relevant to the question. We will start with the anecdote, then little bit thesis we will write what I am going to discuss in this particular essay. This is thesis part. Then again step by step or dimension wise, each dimension wise we will start doing that. So people might have heard about pestle approach. Pestle approach, political, economical and social and technological, environmental, then and legal. These are the pestle approach. These are the dimensions actually. So each dimension one paragraph. In that way you will be writing 1000 to 1200 words. 1000 to 1200 words, around 11 to 12 pages, 10 to 11 pages. Okay, in essay. 2 essays, 125 marks, 125 marks. Total 250 marks. Essay is playing major role these days. Okay, don't neglect that. As he said, essay is also playing a major role. Okay, then so in for example interview preparation, people might, so that is why when you are studying, so if you have the opinion on this particular thing, so if you have the, like if any disaster has happened, what you will do, or if you are in the shoes of particular bureaucrat, what you will do, some particular corrupt practice is happening, malpractice is happening, what you will do. You might have heard about golden hour. Golden hour means some accident has happened, so you are in that particular position, what you will do. So this kind of opinion based questions they might ask, and on your DAF also they'll ask, DAF, what are your habits and all, what your background, all those things they will be asking the questions. That is why this UPSC preparation itself is a process that makes you matured, makes you like everyday progress, everyday progress. You will learn a lot, okay. So that is why everything is interrelated here. See, when you were reading anything, right from the newspaper to any value added material or something, so whether I am reading in a right way or not, whether I am reading in a exam oriented point of view or not, so is I am reading in the right direction or not. So exam orientation, what exam really expecting from me, what exam really expecting me, what kind of questions they are asking in GS1, GS2, GS3 and all. That is why I already said the PYQs are there, syllabus is there, every day as a habit, like you brush your teeth. So you need to go through the PYQs thoroughly, understand them, why they are asking this time, they are asking, why they have asked this particular question this time. So that is why you should do the, like go through the syllabus very keenly and the PYQs very keenly and make the notes accordingly. Okay, don't go behind the material in the market itself. Okay, so in like whether you people are having the doubt whether we need a coaching or not, definitely coaching is needed. Why coaching is needed? So I am not promoting here. Okay, so why coaching is needed? So coaching in the sense, I am not saying you just come and join the PCM batch and start preparation and all. Based on your level of preparation, if you are already studied for 30 to 40% of the syllabus, then you will join for the year-long mentorship and start doing your practice. Every time, every week, you will be finishing the syllabus according to the schedule, then you will be finishing. Or few people will be there, they haven't start yet, they don't know what is the NCRT, whatever we have discussed and all, what is prelims means, what is mains. Uh, that means they don't know the process itself, so they need definitely coaching is needed. And many people might be coming from different backgrounds, right? So they might be facing the difficulty. If at all like CBSE already they have read the NCRTs everything and all, and they need the mains guidance definitely. Okay, and mentorship and all, like if they write answers and all, so mentorship definitely needed. So that is why they don't know the different backgrounds and all, they don't know where they are lacking and where they are also. That is why we should be going for coaching. So yes, Amigos IAS is providing all the things. Optional thing they are providing, renowned faculty and senior faculty itself they are teaching here, and you will have the personal interaction, not like some coaching mafia is there, not like that mafia it is happening here. Here actually what is there, the personal interaction. So okay, so if you are for example if you are in the big crowd, thousands of people, so you can't even interact with the faculty, they don't know your progress also, you can't even ask, you will not get that motive to ask also. So here easily you can interact the student, interact the faculty, interact the mentor, and utilize the sources whatever available here. Okay, that is why year long mentorship, that batch 2 from July 6th we are starting. So every week mains and prelims questions will be there, and discussion will be there after that, and you will get the evaluated copy in front of you only, will be evaluating, and in front of you will be providing the model answer as well as the after evaluation we will be providing the discussion also. Okay, from the by the faculty only. Okay, then so check your progress first of all, then decide first thing, you decide where you are. I am the person of 30 to 60% I have finished the syllabus, or I am the person 10 to 20%, or I just knew about, I heard about this UPSC civil services and all. So you just, if you are here, start the preparation now. We are here to help you, we are providing all these opportunity, like all these facilities. Go through the come to the institute and ask the what are all the programs we are providing here, and join us. Okay, so and I have already discussed about this enthusiasm, interest, burning desire, and all those things and all. So that has to be maintained very consistently till you clear the exam. Okay, so they're lacking. That is why read, reread, then revise, then recall, then again revise. For example, you will be reading, just simple reading, it is just simple reading, plain reading you can say. It is a vertical reading. Vertical reading means just what are their subheadings and all. So you just simply reading and all. Then reread. That means you're doing the horizontal reading. Yeah, what kind of keywords they had given, what kind of facts they had given, then what kind of examples they had given, and what are the time zones they had provided. For example, Indus Valley civilization, you need to have the timeline. Okay, so in that way you again reread. While rereading, you will underline with some pencil or pen something, then revise. Yes, I have read this particular topic, so what are all the important things, what are all relevant things here, so you will revise again, then you will try to recall, closing the book, then you will recall. So at what percentage I am there, I am able to recall the things, whether I am able to recall 70% or 80% or 90%, this thing you just check. I'm just telling the like reading pattern, how to read. So most of the people just simply reading and all. So don't do that part, okay? Recalling, then revise, and then make the notes, okay? More notes are highlighting all those things, do that. So this is the pattern. For example, on simple topic, this is the pattern. In the same way, you apply everywhere. That is why you need to have weekly targets or plus monthly targets. Okay, that is why we need a schedule for you. So for that schedule, what you are doing, 1 year long mentorship you will be joining, then that schedule you will be following, and you will be finishing the weekly targets and monthly targets, finally the yearly ones. Every week you should have the every week you should have the revision. In the same way, have a habit of mental health also has to be taken care. For that you need to have the breaks. So majority of the people misusing these breaks. They'll be studying for 3 days, then after 3 days there is no preparation. Then you'll not able to recall what I have studied on. That's why nominal breaks, simple breaks. For example, Sunday evening or whoever, like it's your choice whether you will take any day, 1/2 day break. After your revision you will be doing this part, okay? Then mental health you need to take care, do yoga, some exercise, and go for some you know vipassana kind of thing, and also at least take a small gaps even in the daily routine also. Small gaps. You might have heard about Pomodoro technique, right? If it is 25 minutes, you are able to put concentrate having concentration 40 minutes, then after 40 minutes take a 5 minutes gap, then revise 5 minutes, then again start in that way, okay? Actually Pomodoro technique, people say 25 minutes study, then 5 minutes break, then revision, then again start in this way, okay? So it's your choice, okay? So it's your choice. So we have discussed what is the prelims, like how, and your preparation, how it should be, and how the year-long mentorship of Amigos IAS will be helping you, and toppers phobia also. So we have discussed about the content terrorism. So that is why for the solution, what I said, minimum sources, maximum retention, maximum recalling, and maximum thinking. Give, like your brainstorming will be, you should adapt this brainstorming actually, okay? So work on this part, okay? Work on this part, okay? We have discussed the right from the prelims, right from the mains, as well as interview thing, and we have discussed about the newspaper analysis also. Newspaper, how to read the newspaper also, based on the UPSC syllabus. GS1 where I should use, GS2 where I should use this particular article, and prelims where I should use. All those things we have discussed. Every nitty-gritty of the papers also we have discussed, and how to write an answer also we have discussed. Introduction, how it can be, body, how it can be, and what kind of questions they are asking. The keywords also we have discussed. And I am saying, don't fall in the trap of particular toppers strategy. So we have discussed what is strategy also, okay? Whatever we have discussed, that is the strategy only. Whatever apt for you, use that only, okay? So I wish you all the best, okay, from the Amigo side. And so make sure that maintain the consistency, revise, okay? Practice properly, maintain the consistency, and have the motivation, self accountability. It is needed for the preparation, okay? And we are even providing the mentorship here, in a year-long mentorship, as well as optional things. So, and direct interaction with the faculty, everything we are providing, okay? I wish you all the best, all of you, Okay, thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Okay, so UPSC is not a tough exam as you think, but if you are going in a right direction, definitely you will easily succeed. Okay, thank you so much.